And we're back, guys. Thank you for joining us. Hopefully we got those audio issues fixed. We're here, Ben Bergquam,
Will Johnson,
Conservative Anthony,
live in Tulsa, Oklahoma, standing up for President Trump, telling the story of America because the mainstream media refuses to do it, exposing the lies, rejecting the premise, and really just doing what the news should be doing. America's Voice News, Unite America First, Border Network News, Frontline America, all of these. We've also got Teresa Blair coming in with Mill City Citizen Media that's going to be joining us out of Minneapolis. It's going to be an awesome day. Now, we are standing under a little overhang. It's actually where most of the liberals in the area are living in this building. And so what we've decided is this is one of two things that's happening right now. Either this is God's blessing coming down, which we will take. It's always God's blessing. Or it's a bunch of liberal tears. Either way, it's a good day.
absolutely, absolutely. The more liberal tears we have, the better off this country is, because that means President Trump is winning, and they can't stand it. If President Trump is winning, that means America is winning.
Amen. 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 Anthony, come here, brother. Now, I don't know if you guys noticed this, but we got like a little cross-section of America going on here.
Oh, yeah.
The left says that President Trump is racist. We've got all this BLM, really, which is just the Black Panthers renamed, rebranded, anti-American, Marxist communists going after America, working with Antifa, trying to undermine this country. Obviously, we want justice in America. We want equal justice under the law. That's what we want. Not special justice for some groups. But right here you have it. White, brown, black, standing up for America. And this is what it's all about. At Trump rallies, this is what you have. All of America. Nobody cares. We don't care what your color is. We don't care what gender you are, all two of them. You are, if you love America, you are invited. If you love America, you are invited.
Absolutely. We want you here. We're happy to be here with all of these wonderful Americans, because that's what it's about. America is the greatest country ever known to man, and we want to keep it that way along with President Trump.
That's right. Being out here, I've seen zero racism. Everybody very welcoming, and I'm a first-generation American. I've been out here dealing with everybody, and the only races that I have seen out here are the people that are, ironically enough, wearing all black on the other side.
Yeah, they're the ones calling. The only hatred I've seen too. I walked up to some liberals with their "America was never great" signs yesterday, and I tried to talk to them. Not really liberals. They're leftists, communists, whatever they are. They're brainwashed. They're ignorant. They're a lot of things. And their first thing the girl said to me was, F you, F President Trump, and F you. And then we had about a 20-minute conversation. And by the end of it, I asked her, I was like, that you started by saying F President Trump and F you. Do you want to change that? And she's like, well, I still say it about President Trump, but you're okay. So we got to plant those seeds where we can. Now, the cool thing is right now, we've got a captive audience. We actually have the wall coming through. He was about to go kayaking. I stopped him from going kayak. If you have a kayak, I don't know if you can see that, David. We've got major water coming through. This is like a flood of liberal tears, guys, right there. Come here, bro. The wall suit, and I always forget your name. I'm so sorry.
Blake.
Brick suit. Brick suit. It's a brick suit. No, what's it? Ow. Yeah.
It's washing away the virus.
There we go. It's washing away the COVID. The COVID is going.
I think just like Caddyshack, the heavy stuff's not going to come down for another hour or so.
Yeah. Hey, bring it on, baby. Bring it on. It's a party. So how do you feel getting back out? I know we've been locked down, COVID, so we had 2.5 years, 3 years of impeachment nonsense. We had the coup attempt against President Trump. That's ongoing. Then we had COVID. Right. Now we have riots and burning down cities.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a great rally. There's so many. First of all, the primary message that I think the presidents could talk about is reopening America and how we need to empower the people to take risks into their own hand, determine what level of risk is right for themselves, and get our economy rolling again. That's primary.
That's what America's all about, is risk-taking.
Absolutely.
How have we become such a sissy nation?
Live in a bubble in our houses until a cure is developed or a vaccine happens? No, that's not going to happen. It's not realistic. And I think also, I'm looking forward to the message on law and order, which I know is coming, because people looking at Seattle and seeing what are they, Chaz or Chop or
Chop
whatever,
now.
whatever they are today. I mean, seeing that
Lame is what they are.
seeing that kind of thing happening in the middle of an American city is not something that people are going to support. And there's no way that the majority of the American population supports defunding police departments like they're doing in Minneapolis. That's a non-starter.
Yeah.
I can't wait to hear the message on that.
And this is where I think the left, this is, a lot of times we see what they're doing and we get really frustrated with what they're doing. I think sometimes we just need to sit back and let them do it because they overplay their hand. It's like they can't stop. First they came out and they were saying justice, and everyone's like, okay, what happened to George Floyd was wrong. We want justice in that case.
Yes.
But once they started burning their own communities down, and then it turned into abolish the police, and then it's basically all police are bad, and then police that are actually doing their job we see in Atlanta, and now they're charged with murder. I think sane Democrats are watching this, what's going on, and saying, wait a second, this is too far.
And there are a lot of sane Democrats out there. I mean,
Not in politics, but the voters.
right.
Yes.
The Democrat Party is not comprised entirely of leftists, although it has been hijacked by leftists.
Yes.
So when they say that we're going to defund police departments, that's just, I can't see it happening. There's just no way.
All right, Blake, the brick suit. Thank you, sir.
All right.
You're going to go back out. You're going to go and
I'm gonna go
take
out
your
in the middle-
chances.
I'm going to go out in the middle of the street here. I'm not afraid of a little rain. We're going to have a great rally.
Get the build the wall chant going, and we'll join you in it. Okay?
I don't know if I'll do that, but I'm just going to go chill out in the middle of the street because it looks fun.
It does. It does. It's a beautiful day. All right. So the cool thing about what's going on, we're stuck in the rain right now. I mean, we could go out there. We got some expensive equipment. We don't want to get messed up. But we also have this awesome captive audience that's over here. They can't run. They can't get out of the shot unless they're willing to go into the rain. Now, who doesn't want to be on camera? Anybody? Anybody? Okay, because if you don't, you're going to look like this guy in about 2 seconds. Here, show this guy real quick. Show this guy. Look at this guy. He's been in the rain, in the water for about. You want to come talk? Come here, man. Come here. I think I saw you last night. Are you part of the organization?
Which
Or
one?
you're just out here.
I'm out here.
You're just out here.
Yes, sir.
So what's the deal with just getting super soaking wet? Is it just to pick up chicks or what?
I mean, yeah, it's gonna show off that good dad bod. Like, I hit the gym and saw like half a time this week, so
Nice,
I'm pretty
nice.
sure you can tell.
Yeah.
Like, got-
You're a Trump supporter, I take it?
yes, sir.
Yeah, you're not, because you could usually tell. You don't have that evil look in your eye.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, good hairdo, all that stuff. Okay, so where are you from?
Like Glenpool.
What's that?
Glenpool.
Glenpool. What's your name?
Caleb Coburn.
All right, to all the ladies out there, to all the Trump haters out there, talk to the young ladies out there and convince them why they should support President Trump.
We're not actually here, just out in the country.
Yeah.
Out in the country.
Yeah,
Well,
they're in the camera. They're in the camera right there.
most of the girls don't really listen to me. That's why I'm single. So I mean, probably. I think if I
You're
told-
not the right guy?
Yeah, if I told them to vote for Hillary, they'd probably support Trump better.
Okay,
So-
do that,
so,
do
yeah,
that.
Vote for Hillary.
Yes, because she's not on the. Actually, write her in, guys. Write in Hillary this year. It'll be perfect.
Yes, sir.
All right, go enjoy the rain, man.
Sounds good.
What's your name again?
Caleb Coburn.
Caleb Coburn?
Coburn.
Coburn.
Yes, sir.
From here.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Good dude. He don't care. He's just like, rain? What rain? All right. These folks aren't quite as brave as Caleb. They're stuck under here with us. Tell me your name, sir.
Dave,
Dave. Where are you from, Dave?
an Antifa city.
An Antifa city. Hashtag me too. Hashtag me too.
I'm under threat of getting doxxed by NBC News.
Oh,
The guy threatened me. They go, I yelled something about Epstein in his live feed, and they quit doing live feeds after that, by the way, because New York was so pissed that they shut down the live feeds, and they had all their people asking me what my name was, and they had cameras watching me, following me around, like zooming in on me. I don't know. They can do facial recognition. They can find out where I'm from. Figure it out. I was a little scared, so I called the authorities and put a report in just in case something ever happens to me. And I told them I won't bother you guys anymore unless if anything happens to me, I'm it's been reported and it could be investigated. It could be deposition. So just cut it out. So yeah, when the people in New York, NBC News, are pissed at you, that's kind of scary to me. To me, it's threatening. It's threatening.
This is one of those things people don't realize how connected everything is. It's not just the leftist groups. It's not just the leftist politicians. It's the media that are working with them. All of these arenas of our society, the court system in America, that basically they will criminalize law-abiding citizens and they'll release criminals. It's all connected, and it is scary. It's scary what our country's going through.
It's organized, and we all know how it's organized, pretty much.
Will, I'm going to let you take this over for a minute.
All right, all right.
Make sure we're ready for our next line.
So were you expecting the liberal media to attack you that way?
No. I just thought, I see it up, I seen on TV people yelling at the media on both sides.
But you
I
sound
thought-
like you struck a nerve because you brought up Epstein.
I think so, yeah. That struck the nerve because, and I don't remember exactly what I said, but I did talk about Epstein and why don't you guys report on Epstein and who murdered Epstein and, you know, they tried to bury the Epstein. Why did you try and bury the Epstein stuff for all these years? You let all these people go free all these years. You could have reported on them, got them. So, yeah.
So basically, we don't talk about what we don't want to talk about, and for someone like you to come up there and mention what they don't want to talk about just blows the whole world away, right?
They have their narratives and they have their stuff they don't report. The stuff they don't report as a pack, there's a whole pack of them. It's not just one. All the media pretty much do the same thing on certain issues. They won't talk about them. Yeah,
So let me ask you guys a question. So yesterday I came out last night, and you notice I don't have on any Trump paraphernalia. I'm Trump all the way. Because without Trump, this country goes down, right?
I'll vote for that.
So,
He needs to be in Alex Jones.
so my question I was asking everyone last night, I was asking white people, can black people come to a Trump rally? Anyone?
No problem.
Right?
Any day, yes.
Any day.
Welcome them. Yes.
You know, because the media, they'll say that black people aren't welcome.
No, not true. Not true.
While we watch you guys.
The fake news, right?
Yes, definitely fake news.
I don't watch them at all. Zero. I hear about what they say, but I don't never watch them myself.
Well, I like watching the fake news, and then I like talking about them.
It's your job.
I did not like talking about them. They don't like me talking about them because I'm not supposed to be talking about them. They call me a race traitor because I talk about the liberal media. Oh, yeah, constantly. Like I'm a traitor to the human race. I'm like trying to figure it out still. So, what do you think about Trump 2020?
Win.
All the way, Trump.
Definitely all the way Trump. Yes.
Trump loves everybody.
So, do you think, now this is like kind of off the side a little bit, a lot of people believe that because the Democrats failed with the whole impeachment sham or sham impeachment, that now we have all of a sudden a pandemic. Does anyone else see it that way?
Absolutely. Very, very suspicious.
Is it like the timing of it is just too convenient that they couldn't remove him from office and all of a sudden we have a pandemic? Am I reading too much into it?
They wanted to shut the country down.
Yes, I agree with that 100%.
Absolutely. You know, they went from one horrible thing to the next horrible thing and then another horrible thing, and now they're going to go back to the pandemic, and y'all going to die down here, and it's ridiculous.
Let me stand over here. Stay where you are. Stay where you are.
Hey, is it ironic that they didn't have a problem with people? First, we went out there. I have my amosexual shirt on underneath this. That's a good one right there. Hang on. There it is. All right. But I have my other one, Reopen America. And so we were out across America. I'm in California, led by a communist governor, Gavin Newsom, who wants to keep us shut down. They were arresting people for trying to reopen their businesses. They were saying it was unsafe. And then all of a sudden we have people rioting, looting, burning places down, or meeting in hundreds of thousands. And then it's like, oh, well, that's okay because they're exercising their freedoms. That's fine. And then now President Trump says, well, if they can do that, we can rally again. And they're like, this is dangerous. Do you guys? Does anyone else see the hypocrisy in this?
Oh, definitely.
All the time.
Yes.
All the time. It's ridiculous. It's getting to the point of stupid.
Yes.
It really is. It really is.
It defies common
It
sense.
does. And they think that we don't get it, and we get it. And it'll show in November, you know.
Do you think more people are waking up to what the Democrats are doing to this country?
I hope so. If not, they're asleep. Completely out of it.
Maybe it's the good drugs
Maybe.
or the bad drugs
From China, right?
from China.
Buy American.
This is one of those things that scares me. If you look at the protesters that are out there, if you look at the protesters that are out there, they're all young kids. They've all been indoctrinated through our education system. They're all believing the lie. And the irony is, people that have actually experienced depression, they're not out there marching. I mean, you have some of the Al Sharptons and the Jesse Jacksons who've made a career on advancing, on pushing racism, on keeping racism going. Because if racism actually ended, the left wouldn't have much to talk about. I mean, every 2 to 4 years, that's all it is. It's you're a racist, you're a bigot, you're a homophobe, you're all these things. But the saddest part that I see is when you look at where that's coming from, they talk about systemic racism. It's all liberal cities. They've been run for 50 years by liberal cities. Minneapolis, they're like, oh, it's systemic racism. But wait a second, you guys have been running the city. It's 12 Democrat city council members and 1 Green Party and 1 lunatic leftist mayor, but yet then you're going to blame President Trump for the systemic racism in your community? Will, it's crazy. It's crazy. You guys? Am I crazy?
Just a little. Just a little.
That's what it's about. We really want unity. United we stand.
Yeah, absolutely. So let me ask you, is Joe Biden good enough to stand up against President Trump?
Oh my God, that'll be hysterical. That will be hysterical. It will. There's no way. No way.
No way.
Where is he anyway?
I think Joe Biden's being silent because as long as he doesn't talk, then people would think Joe Biden is a valid candidate against President Trump, right? But every time Joe Biden starts talking, everyone starts seeing that he's kind of like maybe he's losing something there a little bit, possibly.
I think so.
You think so?
Yeah, I do. I don't think he's gonna hold a candle to Trump at all, and I feel like Trump's gonna just crush it.
What do you think it says to people that they see Joe Biden not being able to complete a full sentence and it's just not completely there, but yet they still say that he's better than President Trump? What's the phrase they have? Vote blue no matter who? I mean, seriously? Find a taller 2-year-old child and put him on the ticket, and then it would be
As if the people out there are not smart enough to figure out who's the best person for America and vote. They have to be told, vote blue or else. Or if you're black, you've got to vote Democrat or else.
You know, it reminds me.
Everybody's smarter than that.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, it reminds me of what the Democrats used to do to black people right after slavery when black people started to vote. Democrats were threatening not only black people, but they were threatening white people. Anyone that was voting on the Republican ticket, they were threatening both sides, black and white, that would vote Republican. And originally, black people were voting Republican because the Republican Party was created to help black people. But somehow, the Democrats, not somehow, but the Democrats started giving black people free stuff. Then all of a sudden, like, oh, now I'm going to vote Democrat. And we're seeing that across the spectrum. You know, and they're constantly saying that all Republicans, all Trump supporters are racist, which is not true. I've been to many Trump rallies, I've been around many white people, and the only people that I've experienced racism from has been the left, Democrats. That's the only time I've ever experienced it. You know, other than that, people just want to be people. You be you, let me be me, right? And that's the beauty of America, and that's what bringing America together. And you have the left, which create a anti-American, creating division called BLM, because they're only talking about black lives. When do all lives matter? If they would have just came out and said, don't all lives matter, if they would include that, they would have had the entire country behind it. But they didn't do that because they want division. It's 100%.
Because they feed on division. They only exist with division. That's the truth. Hang on one second, guys. And by the way, if you guys are joining us right now on Facebook Live, we're also going to be live on America's Voice News here in just a minute, on Roku, Hulu, Fire TV, on all of the social media, and as well now on Dish Network channel 219. So stay tuned. We're going to be with them in just a second. They're going to Dr. Gina right now, and then they'll be back out with us. But the truth is, the Democratic Party would not exist without division. If you look at what they stand for now, it's evil for one. It's killing babies. It's sexual debauchery. It's amorality. It's the destruction of this country. And the only way they stay in power is, one, they've taken over the education system and they're indoctrinating children with nonsense. And they've also kept people on the plantation, as Will's talking about, on the mental plantation of you have to vote for us because these guys are the problem. These guys are what are making your life bad. You are the cause of somebody failing, which is an outright, utter lie. In America, regardless of the color of your skin, you can succeed or you can fail. But it's based on choices. But we're also the everybody deserves a trophy culture. There is no right or wrong anymore, and so you can't hold people accountable. The whole thing, it's just nuts. It's totally nuts. Will, so we're going to be coming back here in just a minute. Stay tuned, guys. The rain has broke. The clouds, the sunshine has come out. I'm looking for the rainbow, God's blessing. By the way, the rainbow represents God's promise to his people. That's one of those other things that's been hijacked, but it represents God's promise. So I'm looking for that rainbow out here right now. Stay tuned, guys. Stay tuned.
No.
You didn't see the guy that was standing in the door there?
Was he not happy?
He was the one that was holding the sign saying that Trump is a fascist. And he was going over it. I think he took my picture.
Nice.
How dare he?
Well, the sad thing is the most racism I've seen is against black conservatives and Hispanic conservatives by liberals, by white liberals.
Oh, yeah.
Telling Will, I've been standing with Will, and they say all the worst things you can say. You're a sellout, you're a, all these things, race traitor, all of this terrible stuff. That's really where the racism exists in our country.
I mean, getting rid of the history that we grew up with the Aunt Jemima labels and with the, it's ridiculous. They're trying to just further
Same thing with the
everything.
Confederate statues.
Confederate-
The Confederate statues need to stay in place so that way we can be reminded what the Democrats did to this nation. And they want to remove that because then they don't want people to realize the truth.
Yeah.
So this is the kind of messages that I receive.
So, by the way, guys, if you can hear me, I don't have audio. I'm on Skype, but I don't have audio. I don't know if Dr. Gina is talking right now. If you can check that.
This is one of the nice ones.
Anthony, jump in here for a minute. Talk to us. Talk audio right now. What's that? Oh, all right. Tell us. Give us an update from El Paso.
All right. Well, straight up, honestly, out in El Paso right now, the emotions are running extremely, extremely high. Oh, you're from Las Cruces. In El Paso, it's extremely, extremely high. People are acting out crazily. And the thing is that people don't understand that there is a group that has infiltrated your town, too, through social media called Sunrise. Sunrise is ran by the Obamas. As Sunrise has infiltrated through social media, you can look Sunrise El Paso, Sunrise Las Cruces, you can look Sunrise whatever city, and they are pushing the division agenda, they are pushing the racism issue, and brainwashing these kids to go out and manifest against even their family members. That's what's currently happening right now in El Paso. And in El Paso, we have not had any incidents with our police department being racist or attacking anybody, but Black Lives Matter went into my community with white activists, might I add. These are liberals, and I'm not racist, I'm just speaking facts. These liberals that work for Al Otro Lado, Pueblos Sin Fronteras, these are the same activists that do the whole, it's the kids in cages, let them out. It's the same activists, it's the same story over and over and over again. And sorry. Oh, okay.
Hi.
Yeah,
Yes.
so
yes. No,
so
I'm
it's
from Las Cruces, so I'm listening to what
right.
you're saying.
So it's been a ongoing issue, and I myself have yet to see any elected official from my community stand up for law enforcement or say something positive in a positive manner for our local police department in El Paso. How is it playing out in Las Cruces for you?
Actually, what I've got several friends that are in law enforcement in Las Cruces, and I actually took up a collection last week for the LCPD. In about 3 days, I raised $4,500. I bought 240 gift certificates for every police officer and then some. And then I also bought them 84 cases of water with the money donated from my fellow friends and people that I know in the community. So what I'm trying to do is support the police and show that, but I have not seen a lot of negativity yet. But from what I understand, it's supposed to be here this weekend, like you've been saying.
And if people want to help you out or contribute to you or to your cause in Las Cruces, where can they find you?
I'm pretty easy to find. I'm a realtor in Las Cruces. I own my own company. Yes, Las Cruces Homes and Land. And so I'm a realtor. I've got a lot of friends that have. Well, again, in three or 4 days, we raised $4,500.
Nice. I was actually a realtor.
Yeah, really.
From 2004 to 2016.
You love it. I love it. I've been 25 years this year, but yeah, you just do what you can to support these guys because they're gonna walk away. I've got friends that are they're done. They're cops. What are we gonna do? I heard they're supposed to be in Mesilla tonight, and it's just. It's a sad.
It's no respect for law enforcement, and we need to get back to the basics. We need to, absolutely.
Everybody, not just law enforcement, but everybody, no matter what color or where you're from or whatever, just respect each other. It's getting to the point of stupid.
It's all about unity, guys. Thank you guys for joining us. I'm gonna pass the captain back over to you guys.
Give me that mic, yo. All right, hey guys, we're gonna head across the street. The clouds have lifted. The sun is shining. Got a little bit of drops of rain. Let's go talk to the people. Come on, Will. Let's go.
Thanks, guys.
Hey, thank you so much. God bless America, guys. It's time to stand up. And this is, they started doing this. You guys can see the barricades. This is all set up. This is not because of Trump supporters. What you see here, this iron fencing that they've put in place, is not because of Trump supporters. This is because of the violent left. These are Trump supporters over here. What's up? Just the tweets. Build the wall. 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 Hey, what's up? Long time no see. Oh, it's so good to be back and be able to hug people again.
It is. We've missed you. But of course, you've been around.
I've been around.
Yeah.
I get around.
You do. You do. You do a great job. We appreciate it.
It's an honor to do it. It's an honor to do it. So now you guys are near the front of the line here.
Well, my sister and I are not. We're visiting. We
You're
did
not line jumpers?
We're
You're
not
not wall jumpers?
We would never do that. We would never do that.
You're not illegal?
We're not. We're just visiting these wonderful people. This
Sister?
I'm the sister.
I don't know if we've met.
Yeah, this is my sister Judy. Nice
Judy?
to meet you.
Hello.
How are you?
Hello. Good to meet you, Judy.
Good to meet you.
Are you
I've
just?
heard lots about you.
Well, it's. I haven't.
I'm not going to hold it against you. I mean,
I
you know,
appreciate
it came
that.
from Trisha, so there you know.
I love it. What do you guys think about this? We're reopening. President Trump is coming to town. We've got the left that are out of their minds. How do we take this? How do we restore sanity in our country?
We keep doing the right things. We just keep doing the right things and being positive and caring for each other. People can see that. You know, the media likes to make it look like our numbers are small. They're not. They're not. We are the majority. We just got to keep being good people and caring about other people, and that's it. And let them destroy themselves, because that's what they're doing. They're self-destructing.
Yeah, absolutely. Trisha and
Judy.
Judy, thank you. Do you want to add anything, Judy?
Trump 2020.
That's it. Trump 2020. All right, we're going to keep walking. God bless you guys. If you want to say something, let me know. See you, man. 2020. All right, there's a guy. We love Trump. We got Randall. Hey, let's grab this guy. Hang on. I want to go grab this guy real quick. Hang on. Rottweiler. Mr. Rottweiler. Hey, can I talk to you guys real quick? I heard you got a pretty good story, man. I'm Ben with America's Voice News. Sorry, I didn't mean to scare the dog. Are you okay going on camera?
Yes, sir.
I'm Ben, brother. Good to meet you, man. So tell me, David, I don't know if David, if you want to do this interview, you want to talk to him, but you guys talked this morning.
Yeah.
What brings you out here? Tell me a little bit about your story.
I'm from Norman. My name's Aaron, and I just came down here to support the people and everything like that, and go Trump, and make sure everyone is safe and have a good time.
That's it.
Yes.
And why do you support President Trump?
Because he speaks his mind. He feels like he's entitled to do this, and when he does it, he actually does it. He's not scared to say what's on his mind. I don't care what people say about him. He's not He's not a racist, he's not, he's nothing like that.
Yeah. He's just a guy who says what's on his mind. Says, this is one of those things. He's not a politician that tells you what you want to hear. He actually just says what he believes, and then he goes out and tries to do it.
Yes. Yeah, like I know a lot of people say, he's racist and all that. I'm like, dude, he's not even racist, He's a good guy.
What has he done? I mean, I agree with you 100%. You look at the First Steps Act. You look at what he's done with black unemployment before we had the whole COVID nonsense and locking down the country. But, I mean, to me, he's actually done more for not even that. I don't know if he intentionally was doing that. I think he cares about all Americans. But the policies have helped all communities, whether you're black, brown, white. It doesn't
matter. You can be blue, you can be purple. At the same time, we're all good people here. I mean, all these people are very nice. They welcome me here. These are my two best buds right here. Like they help me.
They're white guys. Hang on. Turn the camera over here. Yeah. These are your two best buds. Come over here, guys. Yeah, get in the middle. Reverse Oreo it.
Hey.
So you guys. The Democrats would say you guys are racist. You must be racist. Actually, they'd even say you're racist, or they'd say all kinds of terrible things. My best friend's over here, Will Johnson. Besides my wife, she's my best friend. This is my best friend over here, and we get called white supremacists all the time, or he gets called a sellout or a race traitor and all this nonsense. Yeah. Is it just me, or is the racism in America coming from the left?
Honestly, like I don't. It's kind of funny though, like racism. Like people have been asking me, Black Lives Matter and all that. We all bleed the same color.
That's right.
All lives matter. It doesn't matter. Like these are my two best buds. I don't.
We got to bring this in. Here, Will, get in there. Get in the middle there. Yeah, don't get bit by the dog though. Don't get bit by the dog. This is cool. This is America right here.
At its finest.
Yep. Do you guys want to add anything?
Go Trump 2020. They owe us 4 years. 8 more years.
8 more years.
8 more years.
I love that.
4 years.
They stole the first.
They stole the first 4. We need 8 more. I wouldn't even be mad if we had 12. We got to figure out a way to make this happen.
Supreme Court justices. Yep. That's it. That's what it's all
Build
about.
that wall.
Yep.
Until Barron can run for president, Trump needs to be in.
Don Jr., Eric.
love it. The whole family. You're making the libs. They're watching this right now. They troll us all day, and they're losing their minds right now. But they can't handle it. That's why we're seeing it.
No, they can't handle it. They don't want to see
handle
this
it.
right here. They hate to see this picture right here. This blows their entire narrative out the water. They
Yes,
can't
Hispanic
stand
in the group. Everybody. Cindy, get over here. Cindy, get anybody who wants to come in. You're welcome.
This is what America looks like.
This is
what freedom looks like.
Look at me.
This is so. By the way, we're identifying as being 6 feet apart, just in case anyone's wondering.
Identifying.
I identify myself.
Whatever you identify as now. But the guys, Cindy,
Yes.
this is what it's all about.
Absolutely. We're used to this.
Yeah.
We have a lot of this.
Come here, brother. I trust Jesus. I do too, man. That's what it's all about. What's your name, young man?
Lico.
Rico?
Lico. L-I-K-O.
Lico.
Yes, sir.
Where are you from?
Broken Arrow, Oklahoma.
Okay.
Yes.
This is what it's all about. He's got it on the shirt. We've got to get back to God as the foundation. Anthony, you need to get in here too. This is what the left wants to take out of our society, the moral foundation of our society. They're all about killing babies and destroying this country. But this is what we need, Rico. Why are you out here?
I'm out here to actually if there's anyone out who wants to talk about stuff, I'm here to talk. Why their opinions are different than ours. If they're pro-choice or because we're pro-life. Got to protect the unborn. Yep. If there's pro-choice out there, we're here. I'm here to change minds. I'm here to spread the word and just experience.
This is what it's all about, guys. And this is the truth. They don't want us to compete in the arena of ideas. Let's turn this way. What's up, buddy? You're awesome. Flex? I love you, Flex. Flex is a good mascot. Flex is a rally mascot. He's a good boy. Flex loves Trump too, because Flex loves America. Look at his daddy. You're a good boy. But this is what it's all about, and that's what it's all about. Having conversations like Lico said, we need that. But that's why the left doesn't want it, because when we do that, we find common ground, and we realize we're much more similar than we are different. Like you said, we bleed the same blood.
We bleed the same, we bleed the same color. Yeah. All lives matter. I mean, I hear about this stuff all the time, but I said, it's funny. My mom and dad are both white. Anytime my friends come over, they're like, why is your mom and dad white and you're black? I said, fun fact, it's called adoption.
Yeah.
So that's all I had to say about that.
And did you, when they talk about privilege in America, I mean, there is. If you're wondering out there, there is privilege in America. You are privileged to be born. You're privileged to be alive. You're privileged to be in America because it's still the greatest country in the history of the world. You should wake up every day and just feel privileged to wake up. When you see all this racial division, what is that, as a guy that grew up, that was adopted by white parents, what is that? How does that make you feel?
It makes me, honestly, it makes me feel sad because honestly, I think the people, in this world should come together, and, be as one. But sadly, I understand no one is going to agree on the same opinion. That makes me sad. I wish everyone would just come together and just be, happy and free and all that.
Amen.
That's how I feel right now.
Amen.
That's my boy.
Tell me your names again.
Jason Beckus.
Jason Beckus.
Aaron Williams.
Aaron Williams.
Mark Lawson.
Mark Lawson.
Yes, sir.
Mariel.
Mariel?
Uh-huh.
All right, and we got the other crew. We got Anthony over here. Now, where are you from, Mariel?
I'm originally from Mexico City, but I've lived here.
Mexico City?
I've legally lived here in the United States for 27 years.
Beautiful.
And I can't vote yet because my citizenship got detained by the coronavirus.
Oh
I've been a legal resident, but I'm here to support them. I have 3 American children. I'm married to a Marine Corps retired. And I just want the America that Trump is fighting for. That's what I want.
Amen.
What do you think about when they attack President Trump on the wall, on his push for legal immigration, not illegal immigration, as somebody who's done it the right way and has waited that long?
So many people that are misinformed on what Trump wants, and they just want to twist the words, but they don't look at the actions. And we are allowed to disagree on our words, but
Cal, that's us.
He's California too, but he kind of ditched us recently. But we still love him.
Okay. Does it look like we got signal still? Okay, we're on, guys. Sorry, we just had to change a battery. It's still going, but that's what it's all about. It's about America. Cindy, do you want to add anything? Do you want to say anything, ma'am? Are you?
I don't have to. Stop. Come give me a hug then. It's okay. Come give me a hug. Come give me a hug. And I slept really close to this young man last night.
Yes, out here?
Yeah, he was part of our group. I've been out here since Wednesday.
Why was it so important to come out like almost a week early for this?
I wanted to make sure I had a chance to see President Trump. I've never been to a rally before, and I have been, just praying, Lord, please bring one close to me, please. And so it came close enough. It's only 3 hours away. I'm actually speechless to explain how I feel about him. All I want to do is give him a hug. I want to give him a hug, and tell him that all this hate that's out there is more love for him than anything. He's a wonderful man that I know cares and loves America, loves the people in America, wants the best for us. And I've seen it in his actions, and I've really started doing a lot more due diligence and research and everything. And I wish the American people would just start researching themselves to be able to find out what's true and what's not true.
So many lies out there, and people just absorb it. They just accept it as true.
They do.
You're right. If you don't do your own research, you don't know.
You don't. Well, I tell you what, I also want to thank Brandon Straka. Just to hopefully.
Walk away. Shout out. Walk away.
Walk away. Yes. I got to tell you that I have always been a conservative, but yet I really didn't even understand why I was conservative either. I just voted that way because my parents did. I think a lot of liberals have done that as well. But I was starting to feel really, really downhearted and sad about our country, wondering what's ever going to help it change, watching everything that was going on. And then one day his video came across my screen. And I went straight to his page, and I started listening and reading all of those walkaway videos and testimonies, and hope just started growing in my heart. It just hope. And it was from there that I actually found Q, because the question was asked, what made you change? And everybody was like, Q or QAnon, Q and QAnon, and I'm like, what? Who's that? And so they said, YouTube QAnon for beginners. I did that, and so then, by the questions that QAnon ask, it makes you start doing research that we should have been doing all along, guys, but we just didn't have time for it because life was just so busy. And I started making time to research the questions and find the answers and find out all the lies that's been told to us. And so,
God bless you. What's your name?
I'm Tammy Willard. Yeah.
God bless you. And where are you from?
Wichita, Kansas.
Wichita, Kansas. Awesome.
Yeah.
God bless you.
Thank you. You too.
No tornadoes.
No.
I've always wanted to see one, by the way. One of these days. Not be in one, but just see one. Well, God bless you. It's a pleasure to talk to you.
Thank you.
Brandon, shout out to Walkaway, Brandon. He actually got kicked off a plane, I think, from yesterday for not wearing the mask, which is just insanity, guys. We need freedom in America.
Yes, we do.
All right, we're going to keep walking. Actually, I want to get David on here real quick. David, do you want to talk real quick? David's been holding this camera so far all day. Let me turn this around. David, grab it. Yeah, let us have it, man. So we actually met on the plane yesterday.
We did.
And you're a guy.
That's how this all got started.
That's how it all got started. You're a guy who lives in D.C. Who, do you want to say that? Like, I don't want to get you doxxed because
I've lived in a lot of Democrat states, D.C., California, Colorado, which Colorado's kind of purplish, but yeah, D.C. is right where I'm outside of at the moment.
So tell me, why you do, what you want to do, and why this matters to you, what America should be, what we haven't talked about yet.
So why this matters to me is because the country is more divided than it's ever been. And it's divided because the media wants people to be divided, because scared people are easy to control. And right now, I think the most important thing for people to do is get out and give as much information as they can to people who are trying to decide what they're going to do. And I got started in this several years ago, back when feminism became a huge kind of crush on the West, where it wasn't about equality for women, and instead it became about hating men. And I think everyone on the right agrees that women should, have equal rights and all of that. And Trump has appointed more women to positions of power than I think any president in history. So I don't think that's even disputed at this point. And that's how I got started into it. And once I discovered Trump, I realized that there's this guy who's out there and who's telling everything the way it is. And when people try and browbeat him and call him a racist and a sexist and a xenophobe and a misogynist and all the istophobic phobophobes, he doesn't cower, he doesn't bow before the mob, he doesn't kneel. He says, no, that's not who I am, that's not what I believe, and I'm going to fight back. And that's what drives the media insane. And people like Ben, and when I talk to him, the reason I can relate to him so well is he's the same way. And we need to have more people who realize that if there's power in numbers, and we don't have a violent message, we don't have an angry message, we have a hopeful message. And we have a message for Democrats too. Like, this isn't just about Republicans, this isn't just about Trump supporters, this is us saying that our policies work for you. The policies that Democrats want work for the powerful, they work for the few. But the policies that we want, like school choice, that's the next civil rights issue. We want people who are in inner cities to be able to say, I want to send my kids to a good school. And the teachers unions can say, oh, well, we just want to, fund these schools and we'll fix them and stuff. No, we're tired of that. If I had a kid right now and they were getting a poor education, I would want to be able to take care of them. So for the Democrats that are watching, we don't hate you. We think that you're good people with bad ideas. You think we're bad people with bad ideas. That's the difference between us and you right now. And you can come over to our site anytime. If there was a Democrat who came up here and wanted to talk to us, we would spend the time talking to him. Because we want to convince people that our message works for everyone. And that's why the left can't survive without censorship. Because when we expose what they're doing and we expose the hatred that they have for the everyday American, for the people who just want to send their kids to good school and go to church and pray to their God, that's how we can really tick them off. And we tick them off because they hate being exposed. They hate being seen for what they are because they've been able to hide for so long. And I think that's Trump's greatest gift, is Trump has been able to get the left to expose themselves for what they really are. Before, they could pretend that they were tolerant and they were accepting and that they were the party of big ideas. But in reality, if you go up to somebody, I'm not a very religious person myself, but when I talk to Christian evangelicals, hardcore people who go to church every Sunday, go to Bible school every Wednesday, they accept me for who I am. When I talk to people who are of my fellow mindset, they find out I'm a Trump supporter and they spit on me. They don't want anything to do with me. So the most tolerant people are the ones the media are telling you the most intolerant.
Man, I'm so glad we met. I'm so glad we met, brother. That is so good. David, what's your channel? You have a channel too, right?
Yeah,
or you have
The Anti-Feminist. So
the Anti-Feminist.
YouTube has buried me, but if you go on YouTube and search for The Anti-Feminist under channels, you'll find my channel and just watch some of my videos. I've debated professionally. I live for this stuff.
Yeah, that was so good. Guys, that was so good. And this is what it's all about. Will, come hold this camera real quick. Hang on, let's turn it this way. This is what it's all about, guys. It's running into a guy in the Dallas airport that has the LGBT shirt on, which was liberty,
beer, guns,
Trump. Beer, and Trump. Yeah, and we just started a conversation. We are family. We are family. Now, I'll pray for him. I will be praying for him that God works on him and gets him. But you're right. As a Christian conservative, I don't want anyone to be forced to believe what I believe. I want to believe what I believe and plant seeds. And then I also learn too, as we walk through life. I mean, that's the craziness that we're living through right now, is having people that pretend like they know everything. I mean, shoot, we know a fraction of the reality of what we're living in. But all I know is it's a miracle. Every day I wake up, it's a miracle.
The more I learn, the more I realize I don't know. Yeah. And they could build a whole world out of what we don't know. And I think the problem with the left is they're so filled with hubris and they're so narcissistic that they think they know all of the answers. Yeah. And if you talk to most Republicans, they say, you know what, I'm open to changing my mind. But if you talk to most liberals, they think that they've got it all figured out. Yeah. And they have it all figured out because they've been gaslit by the media. And I think I could sum up the media in a few talking points, which is gaslighting, projection, deflection, and ad hominems. The best thing that they're good at is ad hominems. If me and you were to, talk to somebody who was in the media and they were being honest, they would just call us racist, sexist, whatever.
Right.
And it's not helpful for forming a conversation. And one of the things that, when you said you're going to pray for me, I appreciate that. I like it when people say they're going to pray for me. It means a lot to me because I know how much that means to you. Yeah. And I know how much that means. Man. It's such an important thing, and I can't stand it when people are like,
all right, we're doing it right now, Lord. We bring this to you, this situation. I bring David to you, Lord. God of the universe that created all things, all life, all beings, that loves us, that cares about us, that knew David before he was born. I pray you would be in this place. Holy Spirit, you would just come here right now on us and on all the people that are here, and on the people that are coming with good intentions and on the people that are coming with bad intentions. And I pray that you would bring us together as a nation, that you would break down the walls of the enemy, the lies of the enemy, that you would expose them for what they are, and you would raise up the righteous to stand on your behalf. People that don't agree on everything, Lord, that we would just come together and love each other for who we are, respect each other for who we are. Bring us back together as a nation. In Jesus' name, amen.
Thank you.
Amen.
Thank you, man.
Man, I love this. All right, I'm going to hand this back over to Will before I get all teared up, man. David, you're awesome, brother. You're awesome. I love that. This is what it's about, guys. This is what it's about.
I can tell you something, Will. After you was done with your speech, I felt like I was in church and could have said, amen.
That's right. That's right. That's right. You know what? That's so true.
I know.
It was so refreshing, David. It's so anything you want to say on here, you're able to say. You got it, brother. All right, let's keep walking and talking. Let's go. Cindy, Will, let's go talk. Let's go talk to the. Thank you, guys. Yes.
I just want to say hi.
Hey, good to see you.
It's me.
God bless you.
From Moore.
America's Voice News. Yeah, and so we're on Dish Network and Pluto TV. We're live right now on Facebook. Yeah, Dish Network, channel 219.
Anthony.
Yes, ma'am. Yep.
Anthony, take our picture.
All right, hang on, guys. We're taking a picture. Dude, that was so awesome, man. I love you. I love you, bro. That was so awesome.
It was good.
So awesome.
Really well
Anthony, are you taking our picture, or are we just going to stand here hugging all day?
We got the COVID.
Don't say that.
We can't be hugging. You remember more?
Yeah.
Yeah.
God bless you. Yep.
Oh, yeah, God bless
Okay,
you.
okay.
My hair's awful,
It
but
looks
that's okay.
amazing. It's better than mine. Yes. Yes. No, you're not bothering me. This is it. Oh, it's Randall. Get Randall. What's your name?
Hannah.
Hannah?
Yes.
Where are you from?
Tulsa.
Tulsa. God bless you, Hannah.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, it's an honor. It's an honor to meet you. It's an honor to be able to do what I do. And then we got Randall behind us. Yeah.
It's an honor.
Bastard. What? Got it.
Awesome. And Hannah, do you want to say anything?
I'm just really excited to be here, and I love Trump.
There it is. God bless
It's
you.
my first rally.
God
so.
bless America.
Yep. God bless America.
To all the people that say, yeah, Trump's a feminist, what do you say? Are you a feminist? I mean, do you hate women? Because they say Trump hates women.
No, of course not.
No, that he's not a feminist, that he's anti-woman.
Yeah, no, I don't believe that. He loves women, and I love him.
And I love that, David. Thank you so much, Hannah.
Yes,
Great to meet you.
Thank you.
I love that's your cause, because each one of a different thing. It was that different issue that sparked that interest in us. For me, it was Christian conservative issues. It was the homosexualization of our culture, the undermining of
trans thing at this point.
Well, and it was really taking men and feminizing men and taking women and masculinizing women. And it's like, wait a second, we're different. We're different. We're equally valued, but men and women are different, and that's a good thing. There's nothing wrong with that.
I worked as a therapist for kids
Yeah.
with autism. There was a lot of boys with autism that I would deal with, and there was a lot of females that were in charge because that's a female-dominated field, and they were telling me to tell 4-year-old boys that they had toxic masculinity. There was 4-year-old boys that were being told by me to tell these kids that I couldn't tell them, and that's part of the reason I had to leave that field. But they were telling me to say, well, if they're going to go around and do the finger guns, playing cops and robbers, that it's toxic masculinity. Wow. And telling young boys that their perfectly normal behavior is toxic is just going to lead to all kinds of problems that we have now with school shooters, because if you don't have a healthy way to express your masculinity, which is shoving, rough rousing and stuff, that's just how boys are. I have 2 brothers. if you're going to tell them that that's toxic, then they're going to find more repressed ways to deal with their issues. So yeah, that's one of my biggest issues. And with the LGBT thing, I think people behind closed doors should be able to do whatever they want. Absolutely. But at the same time, if you're going to tell me I have to play along with your delusions, if you're a man and you change your name to Rachel, I'll call you Rachel, but I'm not going to call you a woman because you're not a woman. Yeah. You're a man wearing a dress. Yeah. And
it's pretty simple. It's pretty simple.
Well,
awesome, man.
Thanks, Ben.
You're awesome, bro. What a good team. No. Yes. How you doing, bro?
1, 2, 3. Yay!
Cindy. All right, guys, we're coming out here. People are coming in. They're coming in from all over. The rain drove a few people out, but we got people out here. This is the barricades, so you're not going to be able to drive in. Basically, we have 6 city blocks that have been barricaded off, and then inside that, there's even a tighter buffer zone that's got steel fencing to keep the crazies out. We haven't gone down to the venue, though, but we need to be up here for the next live hit. We'll go down to the venue in a few minutes. What's that? We're still on Facebook, yeah. Have you checked that recently? Are we still on Facebook? Hang on, guys. I'm going to check that real quick. Actually, I'm going to get to some of your guys' comments while we're live. See what you all have to say. Bear with me just one second. Any word from Uber if when our next hit is?
Can I get an ETA for the next hit? David out here.
Yeah, we're live. I think. Oh, no, hang on. Are we still live? Oh, yeah, we're still live. Have we only been going for 53 minutes?
So about 20? Okay.
All right.
It says 49.
20 minutes for the next hit.
What?
20 minutes.
Oh, 20 minutes. Okay, we got time. All right, I'm watching myself. Yes, okay. Now we're talking. Okay, so I'm going to get to some of you guys' comments. I'm checking out the comments first on America's Voice news page. By the way, share this video, guys. Share everything we're doing. We need the message to get out. And actually, if you can go back after this is over and clip what David said, that was one of the, I mean, there's so much good that's happened so far, but I'm going to go back and clip that and share that separately. But share the video. Invite your friends to come join us. Come out to Tulsa. Bring the light. When the darkness comes out, guys, shine the light. Miguel Ramon says, you guys are awesome. Back at you, Miguel. Debbie says, COVIDiots, no masks. Well, thank you, Debbie. I say, co-freedom, live at your own risk. That's what I say. And I say, thank God for my immune system.
Ask her if she drives to work.
I know. David says, Debbie, do you drive to work? Do you go out of your house? Do you eat food? You're more likely to get hit by a drunk driver. And unfortunately, in the state that I'm from, an illegal drunk driver, than you are to die from COVID. There are so many things that you can die from, guys. We cannot live our lives in fear. Amanda just shared it. Thank you, Amanda, for sharing the video. Peyton says, can you find out where we're supposed to park at the rally? Good luck. That's all I can say. Anyone know where they're supposed to park here?
I think I got one of the best parks. On the street.
On the street.
On the street.
Just don't park in front of Antifa. Wherever, if you see Antifa, don't park there. Huh? Yeah. I'm interested to see where they're at. Ron says Trump 2020. A lot of trolls. Debbie says a lot of trolls. Oh, actually, Debbie might have been on our side. Debbie might have been on our side. I might have misread her quote because she's telling me there are a lot of trolls on here. Maybe it's a different Debbie. Hang on. Let me see. Hang on, Debbie. I don't want to throw you under the bus. If
Criminal Network. Sam Scott.
Oh, okay. Debbie's actually with us, I believe. Hang on. Let me double check. It's the same. It's not the same. It's not a different Debbie. Either way, it doesn't matter. Either way, Debbie, if you're with us or you're not, God bless you. God bless America. And that's what we need to do is come together as individuals. I love freedom. Look at this. Sidearm on the hip. I love it. Thank you. God bless the Second Amendment. Can I talk to you real quick, ma'am? I don't want to interrupt your guys' business. So what brings you out here?
To support our president.
Are you from here in Oklahoma?
I'm not. I'm from Michigan.
Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
I love that you got that sidearm on there. The Glock 40?
Nope.
Not
Smith & Wesson M&P Compact.
NMP? Look at this. Look, she knows so much more than me.
And we have a little more firepower than this with us too. So just in case we need it.
We need that. The left is attacking our Second Amendment, yet they want people to burn and loot and destroy the police. What do you think about what we see going on in this
You
country?
see what happens in Seattle. They're going to get what they voted for.
Yeah.
You know, police all over the place are walking off the job. I mean, you think that, yes, I totally 100% believe George Floyd was murdered. I think there's a whole lot more to that story than we know. They have a past, a history that's not just police versus bad guy or police
they knew
versus
each other for a long
time. Police versus suspect per se. I believe there's more to that than anything. Do police sometimes do things, you know, that are criminal? Yes, they do. But does that mean all of the police should be banned? That would be like saying, you know, black people tell us, correct me if I'm wrong, that we stereotype you, that if you're in our neighborhood, we're afraid, right? That's what people tell us. So are you a criminal? No. But because you're black, I should assume that all of you are criminals. That's the same thing they're doing to the police. And my daughter has a black boyfriend. My niece is married to a black man. We love everybody. It's about ideas. It's not about white versus black. It's about, you are in this country. You have the right to rise up. Doesn't matter what your background is. Look at Ben Carson. He was born in the ghetto. He rose up. He became the world's best surgeon in the world for, I don't know what, I know he separated them babies at birth. You know, so for somebody to say that because he was black, he was put down is bull. You know, does racism exist? Yes, but it exists both ways.
It exists in all
It exists both ways.
And I see it more, unfortunately, in black communities, Hispanic communities. My wife's Asian. You talk about the racism in the Asian cultures against other Asian cultures and all, but yet we can't talk about that. And this is my thing. Look, if we're going to talk about race, we got to talk about all of it. We got to talk about all of the division, all of the lies, and really where I see it coming from is the left. I don't see very many. Yes, there's white supremacists out there. Yes, they exist. But I go to almost every Trump rally. I don't see them. And if I did see them, I'd say I was against them. I reject them. Just like the Black Panthers, just like the Brown Pride, just like the La Raza people that separate themselves on race. I look at the white supremacists the same way. They're ignorant.
Exactly. They're ignorant. Right. There is. You know, it's both sides. And you'll see at a Trump rally that people come together. In fact, I posted it on my Facebook page not too long ago where the Trump Unity Bridge was and Black Lives Matter, and we gave them a couple minutes to talk about their feelings, and then they came together in that rally. It was
more. It was at the first
yeah, I don't remember exactly where. But were you there? Okay, so you know, the Trump people gave the Black Lives Matter their voice, gave them a chance to speak on their issue. And when we speak together on issues, if we look for solutions instead of blame, then we can go forward. Not a person alive today ever owned a slave. Not a person alive today ever was a slave unless they're working for the Democratic Party. That's where your slaves are. I mean, the Democrats...
the sad thing is in Africa, you go to Libya right now, there are slave markets going on right now. You go to the Middle East right now, you can still... it is. And yeah, look at our border. There are slaves in America, but they're brought up because of our own border policies. The same
thing as slavery. And, you know, but when people start talking about reparations and other things, not a single person today alive participated in that. And you know, Martin Luther King was a patriot. He was a conservative. He was a problem solver. He was not somebody who, you know, fought this division. And the problem is the Black Lives Matter cause is being hijacked by the Black Lives Matter movement that is about anti-police, that every time a cop shoots a black person, it's automatically their fault, and that's not true. I mean, you think about what
criminals. This is insane.
What would the conversation be if ever a black officer shot a white person and we took to the streets and started burning cars and
it happens every day.
Throwing bricks.
And most of them deserved it. Most of the police-involved shootings are justified. Not all. And the ones that aren't, they need to be held accountable. They need to be held at the highest standard because they have the highest level of power. I think we all agree on that.
Yep,
I took a bunch of your time. How can people get your guys' stuff?
right here. I mean, we're traveling when they shut down the rallies for this COVID nonsense. You know, we got to I supply offices all over the country because I provide high quality merchandise, and we're getting.
Do you have a website or anything they can?
I don't because I travel too much. Okay. It's just
trying to do the merchandising.
Yeah, Lori Levi. Just look up my Facebook. My cell number is on my Facebook page.
Lori Levi, guys, and she's at the corner. She's at the corner of Boulder and something. Where are we at here? If you guys are out here buying Boulder and 4th, if you guys are out here buying Trump swag, come by and check out Lori's spot here.
Support both sides of the equation as far as the conversation. Amen. But I do not work Democrats. So there's a lot of people out here that are not necessarily Trump supporters. Yeah, not us. We are 100% donors to Trump.
I'm a capitalist, but I appreciate you doing that.
I'm a capitalist, but I'm not on the other side. I'm 100% with Trump.
And shout out to Breitbart. Breitbart's in the house.
Yeah.
Matthew.
So, thank you guys. God bless you.
All right. Hey, we're going to keep rocking and talking. Get back to it. God bless you, too. We got, oh, baby, let's check this flag out. Randall's got the trigger flag out. That's a big boy there, Randall. Trump.
Shout out to Dion. Shout out to the flag waves.
Trump 2020! Trump 2020! Yes! Trump 2020! Trump 2020! Who's your president? I can't hear you. Who's your president? Trump! Hey, so let's go this way.
We want to go that way.
Right? You want to go this way, right?
All right, we're walking this way. God bless. God bless you. God bless you.
Trump is your president.
Trump is your president.
Triggered. Triggered. Trump 20. 4 more years.
Build
The wall. Trump 2020.
Build the wall.
Build the wall. Build the wall.
Hey! You better get up fast.
Just kidding. We'll stop. Whoa. He got a spring in his step.
How you been?
I'm good. How you doing?
I saw you in Dallas.
Yeah. Climate change survivor. Climate change survivor.
Good to see you guys.
Hey, it's good to see you too. What's your name?
Mike.
You were sitting. We're live, man. We're live.
Oh, we're
baby.
live?
We're live.
I've been here from Dallas.
Yeah.
He's famous.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
I'm not out here like
And I met him today, and we made good friends.
He's a good dude.
Yeah, it's good to see you. I was wanting to see you because you were so inspiring in Dallas. Look at that smile.
Oh.
Look at that shit. Look at it.
I'm gonna put it away.
It just shines a light.
I'm gonna put it away.
Shines a light. If I was gay, I'd kiss you, but I'm not gay. Sorry.
And if I was gay, I'd let you, but I'm not either. So.
I'm glad we got that straight.
Yeah, we got that straight. We got it straight.
Because we are straight. That's what I'm saying.
God bless you.
Yeah, no, God bless you too.
Yeah, thanks
So,
for being on. Hey, thanks for jumping up, man. You had the most excitement I've seen so far today.
Really? So, mind over matter.
That's right. We God bless
Good
you,
to
sir.
see you guys.
You too.
Awesome.
All right, we're gonna keep
with
walking.
Alex Jones? No.
America's Voice News and Unite America First. All right, guys, we got the flags waving. Look at the beautiful flags.
I follow you. I love you.
I love you. God wins. Amen. God wins.
Oh my gosh, yes, God wins.
Come here. What's
yes,
your name?
This is my 14-year-old.
God.
Rain.
Rain.
Yeah.
That's
like
awesome.
The
Like the rain,
yes,
like the
yes.
blessings, or like liberal tears.
Liberal tears.
What's your name?
Karen Myers.
Karen Myers. We're live right now. What do you want to say to the American people?
Oh, I just want to say I cannot tell you how exciting it is to be here with all these people. The tremendous love for Trump. And people just really don't understand that the narrative is that this country is moving forward, and it's so exciting. And I love you guys. I follow you guys all the time, and I came here. I love Will. Man. I love Will. This is exciting for me. Very exciting for me. I follow you every day. I watch both of y'all.
And and why are you here?
I'm here to support my mom.
You're here to support your mom.
Yeah.
Now you're 14 years old. Are you from here? Where did you say you're from?
We're from Dallas, Texas.
No, we're from Grapevine, Texas.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
Freedom. From Freedom, Texas.
Yes.
So you, being 14 years old, young lady, always be a young lady. I mean, you always be a lady. Why do you support President Trump? Or do you just support your mom?
I support both of them a lot because I just feel like it's the right thing to do, and I just want to spread love and positivity, and I think that Trump is doing that greatly, and I just really look up to him.
Yeah, the left, they don't seem very loving. They talk about it, but they don't really exhibit it.
Why don't you
They just
tell them what your 14-year-old friend said today about Trump?
One of my really good friends said some really nasty stuff about him and said that he was obviously a racist and he was also a rapist. And I was like, you have absolutely no proof, and you're brainwashed by the media. Like, you have to do your research before you're going to talk, because you don't even know what you're talking about in the first place. So if you want to have an argument with me about our president and not know anything about him, don't even, because I will kill you with facts.
They hate the facts. They hate the facts. That's why they call him a racist.
Sounds like a young politician in the making.
It sounds like somebody's
right?
going to be out here
Sounds
with us
like
pretty
someone's
soon.
going. I mean, already there. More knowledge speaks better than half the liberal politics out there.
99% of them.
99%.
She said about Trump that was everybody in our group, we were getting ready, we were being interviewed, because when you interview a liberal, they can't say why they, y'all do this, y'all do this. So we're all sitting there trying to collect all of our thoughts. She said the best thing. She goes, he's so funny. He's a comedian. He's, he makes you laugh. And it's like, yeah, if you really do understand him and you listen to him, he is just a great guy. And he is funny.
He's just a real dude.
He's a real dude.
He's a
and
real
he's
dude.
funny.
Yeah, I love
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
God bless you both. Thank you so much.
Thank
We're going to
you.
keep walking and talking. God wins. God wins. All right. Yeah. Get in there. Get in there. Oh, am I in it too? Okay. Hashtag me too. All right. Thank you. All right. We're walking, baby. Oh, look at Randall out here. Randall's waving that MAGA flag. Oh, they're waiting for us. Okay, we're still walking. Oh, are we doing it? What are we doing?
Trump is your president!
Trump! 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 Oh, and OAN! Shout out to OAN! Shout out to OAN and shout out to these dudes. We love you guys. You guys are awesome. Hey. We love OAN. We love you. What's up? Are we doing the hug? Yeah, baby. Freedom. Hey. Last night. Got here last night. Yeah.
Okay, so what's this?
So this is the start of the line. It goes around the corner, and then we get up to the front. How much time do we have? Are we on? I'm on Skype with them right now. Chanel, could you go on with us? Are you on America's Voice? Yeah, yeah. Hang on, we gotta do a hit real quick. Yeah, hang on. Yes. Oh, do you know when they're gonna come?
You guys don't know who this is. This is Chanel from OAN. She spoke up like she had some strong gold and said, what about China? What about China? She did it. She did it right
What?
here.
Where are you guys staying?
Yes.
Doubletree.
Oh, nice. Okay, we're around the corner at home.
Okay. Okay, hang on. We're waiting to hear. Do you want to get out of the road a little bit? Hang on, Randall. Hang on, Randall. Bring it down. Bring it down. But you can bring that flag right over here. It'll be a sweet backdrop. What's that? We're ready. Yeah, we're ready. I don't have audio.
By the way, Chanel, thank you for asking real questions.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for watching.
I know.
I wasn't there today, but we have Jen in there today. But we're all on one team.
They hate you
I know
because
they do.
yes,
But,
you do what you're
they've
supposed to
given
do.
up on trying to kick me out because I keep showing up, and they know I don't care. So. Yeah.
You're kryptonite.
Well, not yet, but we'll see.
It's just, yeah. Yeah, we got, are they, how much time we got? Are they telling you when they're coming? We're live right now too, but we're,
are we?
Yeah. Yeah, you look amazing every time I see you, so.
What is this for?
By the way, that's totally platonically, shout out to your husband, or your fiance. Has that been pushed off because of the COVID?
I am a Rona bride.
Okay, perfect. That works. That way we just don't have it out here. Tell me when they're ready to record. Okay, tell me when they're ready to record. Are they recording? They're recording now? Perfect. All right, guys. You ready?
Yeah.
Does he want to get B-roll? I'll wait.
Yeah,
She's amazing.
Thank you.
Hang on, Randall.
And you stay away from everybody. And
Okay, hang on, guys. We're about to go. We're just. He might take it. I'm just kidding. He's with us. He's awesome. That's amazing. Oh my goodness. All right, let's go. Guys, we're out here with Chanel. Tell me your last name again, Chanel. Rion, and we're the best reporter for OANN that goes to the White House and actually asks real questions. The left refuses to. What do you think about what's going on right now in America with what we're seeing with the riots and all of that, and now with the rally?
Well, as far as the riots go, I mean, it seems to be that it's being used as a cudgel by certain radical elements who have really hijacked a legitimate movement. And you have the left that they're committing a very basic logical fallacy here. They're taking individuals who are not representative of each group. They're taking a guy who isn't representative of their normal police force, and they're taking guys who aren't representative of the black community, and they're upholding them as this massive example for the rest of the world to look at and saying this is an everyday occurrence that is happening much more often than abortions or black-on-black crime or crimes that are committed on children every single day that they don't talk about before. They have never spoken about before. Right. And so there seems to be a lot of contradictions in how this movement is being discussed. And I believe that when you watch and you talk to these, you've been talking to these people here, I believe you'll see a lot of people say that, yes, there is a legitimate conversation that needs to be had. There needs to be police reform, but we also need to protect our policemen. We can't take one bad guy and then discriminate against all the other good policemen who are out there protecting us. So I think that's something that needs to be addressed, the logical fallacy in this conversation. And as far as this rally goes, it looks like you've got a healthy crowd gathering. Looks like a lot of people are bringing their own masks and being very good Republicans here, being very self-sufficient, peaceful.
Yes.
That's what I've seen so far, but I don't know what we're going to expect over the next 24 hours. I hear that we have some antagonistic elements headed our way, and I just hope that doesn't escalate.
Yeah, that's my prayer too. And you look at our country, we're so divided, and really it's not from the right. On the conservative side, we love everyone. Everyone's welcome to come have a conversation. What I don't accept is violence. I don't accept the narrative by the left that we're all bad just because of the color of our skin or because of our gender or because of all this, the division that I see in our country. And really, it is from the left. Everything I see as far as division, it comes from the left.
No, it's very unfortunate. It seems like the left is determined to keep racism alive.
Right.
They're determined, and I don't, that's clearly not a healthy mentality. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. And instead of eradicating racism, it only worsens the situation because they insist it exists. And it's just a vicious cycle, and it's being driven by the left. No doubt about that.
Now, last thing. So you were in there in the White House, in the press briefings, and you're asking some real questions. When we had COVID going on, asking about China, and rightfully so. We have the left is basically in there just trying to attack President Trump, say everything's his fault and all that. How does it feel to be so outnumbered and standing up for America and asking, and really why, as a journalist, do you think we're going to see the mainstream media have to start doing their job because of the reporting that you're doing?
I don't know. I can't speak for how they're going to be forced to act. I know that they have been forced to accept the fact that I will be there every single day, no matter what they do. That's one. But I think that they have fundamentally corrupted the very idea of what the fourth estate is supposed to be, right? The fourth estate, the press, you're supposed to be there to create friction against the seats of power, but not to sit there and simply be opposition for the sake of being opposition, and you're not even interested in the answers. And that's what I saw every single day that I was there, and it's really sickening. The questions that I pose, that the job that OAN does on a daily basis is not to just promote one side. We're simply there to provide a balance. And it's sorely lacking in that room. And I do hope that our presence there will inspire more people to ask questions that they want to listen to, and not just questions that they're posing to be in the opposition camp.
Chanel, thank you so much. America's Voice News. Now, we're about to actually go live on the network here in just a second, so stay tuned for that. If you can hang out one more minute. Are you guys on a time crunch? Sure. Okay. I want to get you on the network, too, make sure we get this on there. So, again, Chanel, tell me your last name again. Rion. Chanel Rion with One America News, one of the few outlets out there, America's Voice News, One America News, Breitbart, and some of those that are actually telling the truth about what's going on, filling the vacuum of the lack of media integrity. So stay tuned, guys. We're about to be live on the network here in just a second. Okay.
We've got, so tonight, tomorrow night and the day after, I'm debuting a special on Biden. It's an addition to what I've been doing before.
You do awesome
It's a phone
investigative
recordings, actual phone recordings of Biden bribing the president of Ukraine and saying, we've got to get rid of this guy.
Wow.
And this guy hasn't committed a crime, but oh well, we've got to get rid of him.
Wow.
That stuff is coming out tomorrow night and day after night.
Breaking news.
I'd like to plug that.
Yes, 100%.
Oh, thank you.
Right.
Thank you, Randall. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you for watching OAN.
Yeah. I got, by the way, guys, I'm getting a little echo, so if we can get rid of the echo, that would be great. It's a little humid, too.
I love the question about, are you going to, what was the criminal charging of the Obama administration with Biden? I think people need to ask more questions about Biden's Ukrainian.
They don't want to ask any of that.
Yep.
Instead, they have 10 questions that ask the same thing
Right.
over and over and over
it's a
again.
loop.
I wish she would keep going out and doing what she did where she gave them their homework. I wish she would constantly do that. Keep saying, did any of you ask these questions? No? Here's some more questions.
You know what's so funny about that moment? We had, when I asked that question, I had no idea she was going to give us a slide. And it looked like we had talked about it beforehand. And everyone was like, oh, they talked about it beforehand. I was like, no. I guess they knew I was going to stick to this topic. Because I'd been haranguing the administration. I was like, I'm going to stick to this. I know everyone wants to talk about respirators.
They're coming out to us. Hang on, they're going to Gina Loudon first. What's that? Gina Loudon. Okay, can you find out what time? They said. Okay. I just don't want to keep you here. I know you got a schedule to meet.
It's going to be within the next minute.
Okay.
We're just going to kind of walk through and kind of explore the place. We're going
Get
to
some
drop off
B-roll.
all our stuff.
Did you guys just get here?
Yeah, we just
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
And then we had a live. And
I'm
then
so
it started
sorry.
pouring rain.
I know that was
So we did that right there, and I was like, well, this is the best we could do. And
liberal
we didn't get the
tears.
Flags, though.
I know, they just brought him out.
Oh,
What's your name, man? Taylor? Ben. Good to meet you, man.
Taylor is 10 days in.
Yeah.
You're not live now, are you?
We are. Yeah, we are live, guys. We're still live. We're live on Facebook. It's just going. You're getting a little behind the scenes. We're waiting for a live shot on America's Voice News, the network. So bear with me. Stay tuned. Share the video. Keep sharing the video. Keep sharing. Check out One America News. Obviously, share their stuff. Share the truth. Follow Chanel. And we'll take a picture real quick.
I'm so sorry, but I thought I heard you say we weren't live there for a second. Can I get?
Do you want me to do it? Hang on.
Yeah,
Hang on. Get over here.
I'm not real good at
Chanel, you got to get in the middle.
Okay. Thank
Awesome.
you
Yeah.
so much. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
I've been
Hang on. Let me switch over here.
a Trump supporter since day one. I'm an Army Korea veteran.
God bless you.
It was an honor to serve.
Thank you for your service. Okay. And I do want to talk to you. What's that?
Well, you have a minute. Can I take a picture with you?
7 minutes.
Okay. They got the video?
They got a Cando and I got it recorded on SD.
Okay.
So one way or another, we got it.
Yeah, when you said that in the White House, I was jumping up and down. I'm like, yes, somebody's giving
Yep.
it to him.
All right, let me get your. We'll get over here. Actually, David, get in here too. I'll just get it and send it to you. Okay. Yeah. Can you do landscape?
Yep.
Awesome. Do you want to be in it, man?
That's okay.
You sure? I could selfie it.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Just you guys first? Okay. With me?
Yeah.
Okay. Here, let's get this way. We get more of the.
There you go.
Don't move that flag. Okay. Awesome, guys. All right. I guess we got it. We got 7 minutes. I don't want to hold you up too long. If you want to wait, I'll but if you got to roll, your call.
All they're doing is wanting us to go live. They didn't say where or when or how.
They said 7 minutes, right? Yeah.
So we could walk with them or something.
Are you guys going that way?
Walking this way.
Okay. Can we help you carry your bags? No, you don't. All right, we'll just walk. We're going to come back up here. So probably as soon as we're done that interview, we'll be back up this way. Yep, we'll be right back.
Okay, so you guys got in here last night.
Yeah.
And you've been, talk to me about how it's been building.
You know, it's interesting because it's not that much. I mean, this is really it. I don't know how far, we're walking to go see the end of it.
Did you hear what they're about to do?
No.
Throw it to Gina. Gina's going to talk for a few minutes and throw it to you. I'll give you as much notice
Okay.
as I have.
Yeah, give me like 20 seconds lead. And then, but last night what they were doing, so everyone was out in front of the arena, which is about 3 blocks over right here. And they pushed everyone back from there to, for security. I guess, I mean, the concern they have is, I know it's like a family reunion. Everybody. This is the trifecta right here. Breitbart, OAN, and America's Voice News in the same place at the same time. Leftists beware, guys. Trifecta right here. They don't want it.
This is a secret weapon. Yes. You don't want to mess with them.
That's why they hate you so much, because you guys do such good work.
Honestly, it's just, I don't know. I can't help it. I can't help it that we do good work. We show what's going on, right? Truthfully, so.
Breitbart, everyone, in case he's undercover right now. I don't want to blow his cover, but. Too late. Yep. God bless you. Yeah. There it is. Now he's undercover. Real news, guys. Real news. But yeah, so it goes down. We're gonna head this way. We're gonna be back up that way, though. We'll see you in a minute.
Let's connect somehow.
You wake up tomorrow morning, Trump will still be your president.
4 more years. 4 more years. Just the tweets, Trisha. Just the tweets. So it goes down to right here, but they have like a double buffer zone now. So they have steel. You know, they're expecting like, huh?
Get in position.
Okay. Here, let's just go right here. Is that okay right there? Yeah, we're ready. We'll come over here too. If you want to be on that side. If you want to jump in on the conversation.
I left it was raining. Do you? We've got OEM t-shirts. We're going to follow me on Twitter. I'll let you know when we're giving out the t-shirts.
Just don't wear it when you go fishing if you're a coach of a college football team.
Watch what I wear tomorrow.
It's crazy. Yeah? Okay. Are you on Skype, Will?
Huh?
Are you on Skype?
They ain't called me yet.
Okay.
So have they just made it so that you don't have
Dang,
to stare,
somebody's
is that pretty much their punishment for you?
getting-
Is you have to stand?
Getting
They
contact
made it so I
high.
don't have a assigned seat. So now I have my own chair and I bring it in.
It's so ridiculous. It's so petty.
Well, follow Chanel's chair, Chanel Rion's chair on Twitter. It's got quite the personality.
Guys, if you're watching Chanel Rion's chair on Twitter.
Oh, I forget we're on.
I know, we're still live. It's
So
fun.
yes, I have a Twitter account for my chair. It now makes appearances at the briefing room. Yeah, their punishment was to remove the assignment, and so I continue to show up.
Yep. I just have no audio.
Okay, they said get ready for you.
Okay. If they're gonna just throw to me, I mean, I'm on, but I'm not getting any. Hey guys, if you can hear me, I'm not hearing. I'm not getting any return. We're about to go. It's cold toss. Okay. So just give me like 5, 2, 1.
You can count me in 5, 2.
What's up? Ford Fisher, everybody. Hey guys, we are out here. Thank you. We're rocking and rolling all over Tulsa, Oklahoma, and I ran into the one and only Chanel Rion of One American News, telling the real news, going in there in the White House briefing room. Now we have your chair, the story about your chair, the left. People don't realize this. It's not the White House that gets to make the rules in the press room, right?
Technically, they do. However, tradition seems to say that the White House Correspondents Association, this old boys private club, gets to make all the rules because they've always done it. Now, this is not exactly the administration that takes to that message very well. So when the WHCA said that OAN could no longer sit in the briefing room, the White House invited us and said, you know what, as long as you're socially distanced, you can stand in the back. And that's what we've done for the past, I don't know, gosh, 2-3 months now. So.
And you've actually, now you have your own chair that you bring in to be able to sit.
Nonetheless, I stand in the back, and people can't see this when they see me standing there, but the WHCA was so upset that I was standing there, and they were so upset that I was stepping forward to ask my question, they started taping me off. So they have not one line of tape, but 2 lines of tape. Wow. And then they started bringing in ropes to rope me off. So that's
the
all
pettiness that I see. It's like petulant children, and this is what we see all across the country. Yeah. All of these riots and everything that's going on.
That's a good way to put it.
It is. It's crazy. Now you're asking the real tough questions. You're doing what the media should be doing. Do you expect to see any of that change? I know now, and you've got a special project coming up with Biden. Tell us a little bit about what your focus and what's coming up.
Every weekend on Saturday and Sunday, if you are an OAN subscriber, you can watch our special OAN special investigations. And this weekend, tomorrow and the day after, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific, we have the Biden bribe tapes coming out. This is an exclusive OAN Investigate special, and in this special, we reveal some really revelatory recordings that were released last month that did not get any media impressions whatsoever. So it shows Joe Biden, his corruption, his bribery, all of that. It's going to be an amazing special. So tune in tomorrow and on Sunday on OAN. You'll get to watch the debut of this exclusive special. It'll be fun.
Thank you, Chanel. Guys, real news out here. Exposing what's going on. We're going to be bringing you some of the interviews on the streets. We're going to go talk to some of the people on the left. I know you're going to see that on OAN. We got Breitbart out here as well, some real news. This is what's happening. There's a vacuum in America for real reporting, and we're filling it. Stay tuned for much more. Back to you guys in the studio. All right, we're going to keep walking and talking.
We're not going to be live for the rest of the afternoon.
Okay, cool. Well, hey, good to see you. Tiny. It's Tiny, everybody. God bless you, brother. All right.
Thank you for coming out.
Yep.
Well, thank you guys.
Great to see you.
We'll see you guys around.
Yep.
Are you guys going indoors?
Yeah.
Or
We'll be on the riser during the rally, and then we'll be back out for the craziness, I'm sure. So.
Are they allowing you guys to go back and forth?
No, once we're out. No, once you're in, you can go out, but you just can't come back in. Yeah.
So you're going to leave someone stationary? What you're doing. Oh, thank you for being here. Thank you.
Yeah, we'll have some people inside. I know we have some people inside, and we'll have some people outside.
Okay, very good. That's what we're doing too.
Yeah.
So anyway,
all
we
right.
have to go drop our stuff off.
All right. Thank you so much. Thanks for the time. All right. Who? We're still live. Okay. Where is, hold this for a second. Hey, sorry about that. We lost.
So I am here right now. I'm covering for Ben. I'm just showing everybody what's going on out here. This is currently the barricaded area. As you can see, there's a lot of merchants here. There's a really cool metal bust of Donald Trump. We got a BLM truck right over here. We have some more Trump flags. We have Mr. Bricksuit right here. And Ben's coming back over. Oh, just the tweets. Loving all of that. Thank you, ladies. So we're looking for Will right now.
All right, guys. Okay, sounds good. I'll wrap it here. All right, guys. It looks like we're having some technical issues with Facebook, so we're going to wrap here. We'll be back to you guys later when the excitement comes back. Stay tuned for much more only on America's Voice News, telling the real news, exposing the left. Keep following us. Keep sharing. God bless you guys. Stay tuned.